Right now for the Bucks.
You know, Kevin, there's really no healthy, and their mindset is right
to the regular season. A lot of teams. Do that.
Now a chance, courtesy of the 2 and the 3 are Mayo and Parker. And it's Knight in at the 1 spot. O.J. Mayo
Backwards, Kevin. With his field goal percentage, passing, his rebounding all down.
I'm not sort of looking at each other like, whose man was he? And everybody.
Well done. He is a confident, dynamic scorer.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
I briefly spoke with Jason Kidd. He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding, he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready
to go. Irving kicks to James. Now the pass to Love.
He did. There was very little chance they were going to win that game, guys.
Yeah, there was sort of a snowball effect in the game that I saw. I mean, what started as a cold night for a few guys became contagious and became a cold night for everybody.
Now here's LeBron. Brandon Knight missing his last shot. Irving for 3. Goes back up. And there's the nice layup by Love.
Perseverance paying off on the offensive boards, guys.
Knight against Irving. There's the dish to Parker. Ilyasova sets a screen for Parker. Just 5 on the clock. That's good from Ilyasova on the assist by Parker. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. James dishes to Irving. Pass to Waiters. The feed to James. Irving drives in. And the basket good.
Terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the hit.
That's how you do it, the bump and the bucket.
Well, Clark, a bit of a down year shooting-wise for Kyrie Irving last season.
Yeah, it sure was, and you heard some sources within the Cavs organization questioning his leadership, too. I mean, the chemistry in Cleveland, not really where it needed to be, kind of a mess all season, quite honestly. And Irving is still young and has a lot on his shoulders and maybe started to show some of the frustration with the expectations and demands that have been placed on him. But now, you know, as he continues to grow as a leader, having LeBron James there and some other veterans who've come in should really help smooth that out for the young standout.
Now Irving. Brandon Knight missing on the 3. From deep, James. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
Now here's Sanders. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And for Irving, a chance to learn from the best player in the world. On winning more games, I think it'll really help his development as a player and a leader, too.
That's guaranteed.
Here's Knight following the basket by LeBron James. Here's Parker. Here's the floater. And the dunk by Sanders.
Great interplay there between those two teammates.
Cavaliers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Irving kicks to LeBron. Feeds it to Thompson. Deflects the pass. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Mayo, and it's sent back by Irving. LeBron against Ilias.
Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Clark. That's a crowd pleaser if I've ever seen one.
And the slam dunk by Irving.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
And especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets, that pushes this lead up instead of going the other way.
Now here's Sanders. 14 points from him the last game against Chicago.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And that's going to open things up for them on the perimeter going forward, Clark.
Here's Irving. They lead by 4. Kicks it to Waiters. Shot from 12. LeBron James again. James has got 8 points.
And the story of this game in the early stages is just how well they've been shooting the ball.
Steve, their percentage from the floor is really impressive up to this point.
Now, here is Knight. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 15-6 run. Love in the post. He's against Parker. The jump hook, and it's off the back rim. No good.
And poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Mayo, and that's for 2. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Love's got 4 rebounds in this game. Cleveland leading by 6. LeBron passes to Love. Knight against Irving. Pass to LeBron. Shot clock at 6. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Leaps for it, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
A moment here to see the numbers Kyrie Irving put up last year. 12th in free throw percentage, 14th in scoring. And he also finished in the top 20 in assists. So this is a guy who really did a nice job of sharing the ball with his teammates.
You know, I think we should show him a little more love for finishing among the top 15 free throw shooters. I mean, I know it's not top 5, but top 15 is nothing to sneeze at. I mean, he was in a groove at the line, and it lasted all season.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Cavs tried to make a push for the playoffs last season, in a way going against the grain, but instead a disappointing season when it was all over. The coach and front office questioning the team's effort level.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Thompson. Amundsen comes in for Kevin Love. And Miller's subbed in for Waiters. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Now here's James. 8 points for him. And it's Miller penetrating. Here's Irving. And the shot no good, a bit short. Well, the Cavs did make some big changes from last season, and they shouldn't have a problem staying motivated or putting in the effort this year.
Well, you know, Kevin, last year they were a very young group and didn't have the vet presence they might have needed. With LeBron coming in, they've got brilliance in every category, leadership and play. He's got the clout of his championship rings. The whole mindset of the team is about to go to a very different and high level.
Bucks trail by 4. Here's Parker. Miller grabs the miss. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Varejao. And it's 7 points for Kyrie Irving. So it's the Bucks now. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Parker sets the screen for Mayo. Passes it to Sanders. Just 5 on the clock. And that one's good. Parker.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. LeBron dishes to Miller. Back to LeBron. Irving drives in. Lets the three fly. No good from LeBron.
There's some good defense for you. I mean, for somebody who's as good at shooting the three as he is, you need a defender who's equally adept at guarding against it. That was well done.
Well, then they picked the right guy to put on him.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Henson checked in for Sanders. Chris Middleton comes in for Ilyasova. Jared Bayless is checked in for O.J. Mayo. And Nate Walters subbed in for Knight. Now, here is Irving. He has 7. Miller outside. LeBron outside. Miller outside. 6 to shoot. Good, and the assist goes to James. Miller's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
And Walters kicks to Parker. He feeds it to Henson. Miller with the double team. Dishes it to Walters. Out left to the wing. Here's Bayless. And James pulls it down.
Nice early advantage for them on the glass, guys.
You know, part of rebounding well early is just going after the ball and boxing out. I mean, establishing that tone so that you can maintain it later in the game.
And the foul on John Henson. That is his first foul of the game. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Verejao. Love comes in for Louis Amundsen. Dion Waiters checked in for Miller. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. And Milwaukee also making a switch. And Antetokounmpo's checked in for Parker.
Guess what? No matter who LeBron plays with, he's always the franchise player. That's how I felt him during the course of the Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger Clark right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's with them.
Yeah, but you don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up, though, either.
And a player like LeBron Clark, who rebounds like a big man, scores like a shooting guard, passes and handles the ball like a point guard. I mean, he wears a lot of hats.
Well, he does it all. He is the ultimate stat sheet stuffer supreme. I mean, there's no other way to say it. He puts his hand and imprint on every aspect of the game. And LeBron says himself that he judges his performance by the number of impact plays he makes for him and his team.
Good note. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
And they're knocking down that mid-range jumper so far.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
Both free throws good from Kevin Love.
Well, Kevin Love is really a player who I think befuddles pundits because the numbers say he's a superstar, probably a top 5 player, but then he's never been to the playoffs. To that, I would simply say basketball is a team game. Individuals don't take teams to the playoffs. So despite that, there are some left wondering if his numbers are greater than his actual impact on the team. I'm not one of them.
Now, they're not showing too much respect for him defensively, are they?
Dellavedova kicks to James. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And for Love, the other reason for the skepticism, you know, he's not a chiseled, overpowering athlete. He's not flashy. You know, maybe he doesn't look like a superstar, but his game speaks for itself, just the strength and the skill.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
I don't know what's going on with him so far, but already that's 3 turnovers.
Yeah, they're going to dig a pretty deep hole for themselves if they don't start taking care of the basketball.
Here's Dellavedova. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. And one thing for sure, last season, the Timberwolves were a disaster when Kevin Love went to the bench.
That's for sure, Kevin. I mean, when he was on the floor, they outscored opponents significantly. When he sat, their offense basically imploded.
There's 47 seconds left in the first. Here's James. Blocked. Here's the break. Here's Antetokounmpo. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
You know, when the size advantage is that pronounced, I mean, that's exactly what you should do offensively in this situation. Take it strong to the middle.
Now here's LeBron. 12 points for him. He dishes it to Dellavedova. He kicks it to Thompson. At the elbow, it's James. And he lays it straight in. James has got 14 points.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Here's Walters. Out to the right wing. Here's Middleton. And another basket for Milwaukee. Here's Dellavedova. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. There's the buzzer, and not much scoring at all through the first quarter of play. Cavaliers lead by 6. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. The NBA preseason action continues here on 2K Sports. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Really good sign offensively the way they started this game out, getting a lot of hoops from close range.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to get baskets inside. I know you were a three-point shooter, Steve, and a really good one, but it's always easier to score in the paint.
Irving and Waiters, the guards. The two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. And it's Thompson in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. Thompson with the block.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
Now, not giving up too many second chance opportunities, which is always important, and that's been one of the reasons they have the lead right now.
Aezub's in determination that time. Clark to get to the rim.
We know he can bounce, and right there an example of how dangerous he is when he's got a path to the hoop.
And you love the versatility, guys. Being a point guard, and in this situation, they tack on 2 more points, expanding the lead in a pretty deflating way for the defense.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, the big storyline, obviously, LeBron James deciding to return to Cleveland this offseason. LeBron said, I feel my calling here goes above basketball. I have a responsibility to lead in more ways than one, and I take that very seriously. My presence can mean more here where I am from. I'm ready to accept the challenge. Kevin, he's looking to uplift his community.
No place like home, Doris. No place like home. Thank you. Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Larry Sanders is checked in for Henson. Ilyasova comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Brandon Knight in for Walters.
The Milwaukee Bucks are a team that's tried season after season, year after year, particularly recently, to put the best team they could manage on the floor. Unfortunately, that type of approach has kind of left them in no man's land. Not good enough to compete for a title. Not quite bad enough to draft a potential superstar.
You talk about that no man's land. The Bucks have tried to sign the best players they could, but so often those mid-tier veterans really don't move the needle.
Yeah, but you know, with this year's top pick, and then you got the Greek freak, Antetokounmpo, I mean, the Bucks have finally acquired a young talent who they think maybe be able to take them to the next level. We'll see.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebound, Love. Love's got 5 rebounds tonight. Raiders on the wing and stolen by Knight. And it's the Bucks on the break. Knight leading the charge. Misses from short range.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
LeBron kicks to Irving. There's the pass to Waiters. Marshall with the steal. There's the dish to Knight. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
Yeah, that's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
James. No luck. Good D by Sanders.
Terrific defense at the rim. They got right in his path.
You know, that's part of what great defenders do. They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit, too.
That's a mammoth dunk for someone who's far from the biggest guy out there on the floor.
Yeah, perhaps that'll give them the boost they're looking for to get out of the hole here.
Yeah, it should. I mean, if that doesn't fire them up, I don't know what will.
Here's LeBron after the basket by Milwaukee. Love the pass to LeBron. James with another miss.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in
Come
a
on.
blowout, Kevin, or even
No.
an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is on
Well, I just, you know what,
he's
Kevin?
disgusting.
Come on, Kevin. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
A platoon swap here for Cleveland. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Parker's checked in. Dellavedova dishes to Miller. Now the feed to Dellavedova. Marion kicks to Amundsen. And stolen by Ilyasova. Here's Parker. Trips down the breakaway slam.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And, guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
So it's the Cavaliers now, following the bucket by the Bucks. Marion outside. Miller with the ball. And it's Knight picking him up. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Varejao. Connects on the foul line jumper. Varejao's got his first bucket in this one.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
As he should. That's a good decision. When he gets a clean look, he's got to take it.
And Sanders throws it down.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
Well, that's how you send it. 2 hands and hammer it down.
Now, here is Miller. Pass to Marion. Here's Dellavedova. Lets a floater go. Varejao can't hit.
Kendall Marshall, a 36% three-point shooter in his 2 seasons at North Carolina, shot 31% from behind the arc his rookie season. But last season, almost out of nowhere, he was one of the best three-point shooters in the entire league. He shot a hair under 40% from long range.
Now, here is Miller. Brandon Knight missing his last shot. Now, Merrick. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
So let's take a look now at some numbers for Anderson Varejao. Last year, getting it done. He averaged 8 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he gives them a nice rotation underneath with his size.
Well, not a lot is lost, Steve, when he comes in to relieve the starting bigs.
Feeds to Marion. Parker with the steal. Louis Amundsen is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. O.J. Mayo. He's checked in for the Bucks.
In for the Bucks, O.J. Mayo.
Knight with it. Mayo left side. From 13, here's Sanders. Soft touch off the glass. Sanders has got 6 points.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Once again off the mark by Cleveland. And for the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off a good outing against the Miami Heat.
And I think, Kevin, you know, it really showed how important it is to have a strong bench performance. You go out on the road, you can't rely on your starters night in and night out. The reserves have to contribute and help them out.
I think we definitely saw that, Steve, throughout the game. They were really tied together as a team. Didn't make any difference who was out on the floor. You'll take every road game win you can, and they're happy with that one.
Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
This could be a back and forth game all the way, guys, the way it's being played. This is fun to watch.
Now, here is Knight. Here's Parker. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Parker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
Here's Marion. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Ahead. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Mike Miller.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
Brandon Knight spent 1 season at Kentucky, now in his 4th season in the NBA. Still young and a hard worker. Fearless on the court. I think a lot of upside still there for him.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Verejao. Love comes in for Louis Amundsen. Waiters, he's checked in for Miller. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Matthew Dellavedova. Thompson, left side. Here's Love. Drills the leaner. Love's got it all tied up now for the Cavs. You talk about Brandon Knight's scrappiness. He ended up on some posters trying to make the right defensive play.
I think you and everybody else remembers that DeAndre Jordan dunk. But you got to give him credit. He was trying to make a defensive play and ended up getting posterized. But I like his effort at that end of the floor.
Shot clock at 6. Cavaliers with the rebound. Thompson's got 4 rebounds in this game.
They've been strong on the boards. There's no disputing that.
That's what the box score says. Still anybody's game, though. Well, few would have predicted back when Kevin Love was drafted 5th out of UCLA in 2008 that he'd become the superstar player we see today. Well, he's transformed his body and expanded his game year after year.
And you talk about the physical transformation for Kevin Love. Leaner, quicker, and stronger.
Yeah, credit yoga and Pilates. He's trying to be the very best he can be, and he's putting in the work to do that, so it actually helped him more at the defensive end.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Raiders on the wing. Outside Irving. Marion up top, guarded by Mayo. And he gets the bucket. And 12 points for Kyrie Irving.
Boy, that is just good stuff for him. Nice touch.
Here is Bayless. He's covered by Irving. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
LeBron's checked in for Sean Marion. Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. Now here's Parker. He's got 12.
Jabari Parker, a self-described obedient kid growing up in Chicago, maintained a 3.7 GPA through high school. He went so far as to say he had low self-esteem in his younger days. You don't often hear about that from NBA athletes, but it's a reality. Believe me, I see these guys. They often aren't as confident as you might think. But there's no reason for this guy to doubt his worth now, especially on the basketball court.
Now, here is Irving. 12 points for him. Here's LeBron. Rebound by Parker. Bucks trail by 3. Here is Bayless. Down low. And there's O.J. Mayo on the assist by Bayless. And it's 7 points for O.J. Mayo.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
Now here's James. He's got 16. Waiters passes to LeBron. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep. Yeah, you got that right, Kevin. He's such a reliable finisher.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, gentlemen, we all know the NBA has been adapting elements of the European game to its own game. It's a style that Cavs coach David Blatt is more than familiar with from his time abroad. Asked if he'd play LeBron at the stretch four, he said, quote, "You'll see LeBron there. You'll see LeBron all over the floor just like he's used to playing. I don't have to change him." Guys, when you've got the best player in the world, it's certainly easier.
All right, thank you, Doris. And LeBron accustomed to playing the four. Arguably now his best position. On defense, the Bucks, following the basket by LeBron James, got a piece of it. Oh, and here we go. Bayless got it, the fast break chance. Kicks to Middleton. 1:51 left here in the second. Henson's shot is off. Cleveland leading by 3. Thompson, a screen on Mayo. Irving against Mayo. Here's Waiters. Tries again. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
What a game for LeBron. 18 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And that may not be the first thing people notice about his performance, but those are important points nonetheless.
Everything appeared to be lined up for Cleveland to get back into the playoffs last year, but that just wasn't the case. A lot of what-ifs for them last season.
And with another top pick on the roster, Kevin, and a youthful team, they were a popular pick before the season to play postseason games, but they still needed some seasoning.
Here's Walters. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Walters got his second bucket of the night. 1:03 left in the first half of the game. And now for Cleveland. They still have the youth to grow, but with LeBron on board, the sky for them is the limit.
As are the expectations.
Now, here is Irving. 12 points for him. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Walters. Pass to Middleton. He feeds it to Walters. 5 on the clock. It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
And one more note about Cleveland. Everyone will now assume that they will make the playoffs this year, but the ultimate goal is a title, something that hasn't happened in the city of Cleveland for any major sport in a long time. Probably 64, I think, may be the last title.
Again, you're right on it. The Cavaliers leading by 3. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Irving dishes to Love. The drive by LeBron. And that one's good.
Well, they should go back to that because you look at this matchup, and he's just too strong for him down there.
This will be his 5th trip to the free throw line.
So far, the job he's done getting to the line and knocking down his free throws has been superb.
Well, it's a great way to cash in on some easy points, and he understands that, and he shoots the ball with great confidence from there.
Now Bayless. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. The shot's good from Henson.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
One second left. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Cavaliers ahead, up 4. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, with LeBron and another dominant first half, how do you measure the balance between riding your hot hand and making sure the other guys around you are finding their rhythm?
We just got to be aggressive. All of us, including myself, got to continue to be aggressive in the second half.
LeBron, thank you. Kevin, they can't stand around and just watch him.
Thank you. Thanks again for tuning in as we get going once again with our coverage of the NBA preseason. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Well, he shot his share of free throws, that's for sure. I mean, he got to the line, drew contact, and you love getting to the free throw line. Easy points if you can get them.
Steve, I think they may have to rotate the defensive assignment on him from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one player. I mean, he's drawing a lot of fouls on guys.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. Cavaliers leading. James outside. James right side. And a wide open look for Irving. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 4 assists in the game. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. Ilyasova sets a screen for Parker. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick three of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
Cavaliers shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Irving kicks to LeBron. Passes it to Thompson. Sanders with the steal. And there's the call on James. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Mayo, the pass to Parker. For the tie. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, Jabari Parker, considered by many to be the most NBA-ready of any rookies. The son of an NBA player. He's got a great IQ for the game. Can shoot, pass, and great character, too. He's humble, grounded, and very committed.
And it's tied up with that one. Well, in Parker, maybe the most skilled and well-rounded freshman in college basketball last year. He played a number of positions. Clark, where do you like him best? You watched a lot of film on him. Small forward, power forward, what's his fit?
I really think he's just a forward. You look at the opposition you're facing, and where do you have the best advantage with him? His conditioning level has to be at the highest level for him to be most effective. But I love his overall package. He can drive, he can put it on the floor, he can shoot it, he can rebound. I think he's going to be better defensively as long as he commits to conditioning his body.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. Dion Waiters going into last season working on playing off the ball. Whether, catch and shoot, Steve, or coming off screens.
Yeah, he's most comfortable with the ball in his hands, but playing alongside Kyrie Irving, he's got to be more effective without the ball, working off those screens and learning to play with Irving.
Here's Parker. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got his 6th rebound on the night. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And here's the fast break. Knight leading the way. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
And a look back to last season, the year LeBron had 3rd in scoring, 4th in field goal percentage, and his passing skills were on full display last season. He was in the top 15 in the league in assists.
And how about that scoring average of his, Steve? I mean, you can't have any off nights when you're able to put up those kinds of numbers.
Cleveland's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12.
And Waiters really has tried to emphasize staying on balance with his shot. Taking better shots, better quality shots within the offense, and we saw the results. There was an uptick in his percentages from the field and from long range as well.
Fast break, Milwaukee. Parker's running. Knight dishes to Ilyasova. Here's Sanders. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. Knight's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
And Waiters still a volume scorer. To improve his efficiency, he's got to get that free throw percentage back up and become more consistent finishing inside. But he's a natural scorer. He certainly has the talent.
And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. 4th, LeBron James.
Well, I tell you what, this guy probably did not want the season to come to an end the way he was shooting the ball. He wanted to keep going.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for LeBron.
He's having a great game at the free throw line, Kevin. His hot streak continues.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. At this point of the game, always important to stay focused, and while the coach goes over the game plan, these players are getting a much-needed chance to rehydrate and refuel with Gatorade. And guys, we know the drill well, all three of us drinking the Gatorade too.
Yeah, no question. Right. I mean, Kevin, people have no idea the fatigue that can set in during a telecast. And so it's important for us to stay hydrated all game long.
Clark, you're always hydrated.
Yeah, I try to be, but it's usually with a combination of H2O and Gatorade.
I love Gatorade. And look at Steve, got the Gatorade shirt on.
Yeah, he's really immersed in the Gatorade.
Yeah, gotta love it.
Irving kicks to Marion. Back to Irving. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Kyrie Irving, clearly a player who's dreamed of greatness from a very young age. Going back to the 4th grade, he wrote, "I'm going to the NBA," and he wrote it across the back wall of his closet. While it was hidden behind his clothes, it certainly wasn't far from his head or his heart.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
And Irving still wanted to write down goals. He used to write them in a notebook he still keeps. Now he'll write them down in his phone. All part of setting his sights high and dreaming big.
Dishes it to Ilyasova. To the left wing. Nobody near Parker. Cavaliers with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. And for Irving, just like those words in the back of his closet stayed hidden, his great talent stayed hidden for a long time as well.
Yeah, it didn't really dominate until his senior year of high school, Kevin. Only 11 games he played at Duke. It might seem he was an overnight sensation in the NBA, but in truth, he spent a lifetime laying the foundation for his game.
And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. So we'll see Ilyasova go to the free throw line. It's going to be on Varejao. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, anytime they've needed easy points, they've gotten themselves to the foul line. That's been key.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And here's Irving. He's got 20. He kicks it to Waiters. Irving passes to Amundsen. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
Well, that's how you send it. 2 hands and hammer it down.
Mayo kicks to Knight. The kick out to Mayo. 6 on the shot clock. And he banks in the layup. Mayo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Irving kicks to Waiters. Back to Irving. He dishes it to Amundsen. Can't get it to go. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Parker passes to Knight. To the middle. Here's Mayo. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
O.J. Mayo, a smooth long-range shooter with deep range. When he gets going, he can put up some big numbers.
And Mayo, 6'4", coming to the league. Some thought he could play the point guard position.
Yeah, but he's not a great penetrator or playmaker, and those are 2 things you have to do as a point guard. I think he's truly a shooting guard.
Kendall Marshall's checked in for Brandon Knight.
You know, last year the Bucks knew that to make the playoffs would be a real stretch. Strange, kind of, when you consider the year before, 2013, they had gotten to the playoffs, but it just goes to show you things change quickly in the NBA.
Here's Irving, and the rejection by Sanders. And again, it's Cleveland.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Here's Marshall. Well, as you guys are talking about, the winds of change can stir things up in a hurry in the NBA. And the Bucks are hoping things can change for the better, Steve, just as fast.
Well, luckily, with the pick they got and the changes they made, I mean, they're in a much better position this year. The postseason's still probably a stretch, but not completely out of the question in the Eastern Conference.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. And there's the pass to Waiters. Irving attacking. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Larry Sanders picks one up.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Kyrie Irving. Solid numbers last season. He was around 21 points per game last year, 6 assists and 3 rebounds. Certainly not numbers he should be disappointed in, but we know what a high standard he holds himself to.
Well, quite honestly, I hope he's not disappointed. I mean, he's been giving them major contributions on a daily basis.
That's good from Irving.
Excellent game we've seen from Kyrie Irving. He has 23 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
Yeah, productive day for him from long range.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Varejao. Love comes in for Louis Amundsen. And James subbed in for Sean Marion. And Marshall kicks to Parker. Now the dish to Marshall. Parker left side. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Irving dishes to Thompson. LeBron outside. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. James has got 27 points. Bucks trail by 4. Now here's Marshall. The 11-footer. Almost, but it rolls out.
They've clearly been the better team on the glass. It hasn't necessarily translated to the scoreboard yet.
But you feel like it's going to reward this team at some point. They've got to continue to maintain the energy.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Milwaukee has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Now LeBron. He's got 27. On the wing, Irving. Back to LeBron. There's the feed to Irving. LeBron James on the wing. And it falls over the rim and in. James has got 29.
You know, he's got a quick trigger from that range when he senses that the defense has backed off.
Marshall with it, guarded now by Irving. Marshall passes to Mayo for 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Thompson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. On the wing, James. Back to Thompson. With the teardrop. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Bucks trail by 5. Marshall with it. And Henson kicks to Ilyasova. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession. And Clark, while we have a moment, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. LeBron James 3rd. Kevin Love 4th.
And what an option either one of these two guys gives you, because they're both excellent safety valves when an offense is struggling.
The Cavaliers leading by 5. LeBron outside, out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
And a chance here to check out how the Bucks ranked in the NBA last season. 11th in blocks, 17th in assists. As for three-point shooting, not a strong point for them. Top 20 in the league. They've got room for improvement in that area.
Here's Marshall. Pass to Parker. Outside Mayo. Feeds to Marshall. Kicks to Parker. 5 to shoot. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
That's a shot he's got to hit. I mean, you don't get too many better looks from that range.
Here's LeBron. Oh, that's blocked. And they'll keep possession. Waiters. Excellent D there for Mayo.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfect.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
Kendall Marshall, really kind of a strange start to his NBA career. Lottery pick in 2012, but he struggled in Phoenix. He's part of the Gortat trade, so he goes to the Wizards. They waive him, but then ultimately he catches on with the Lakers and played a big role for that team.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Amundsen comes in for Kevin Love. Mike Miller's checked in for Dion Waiters. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. And the Lakers last season, ravaged by injuries. Marshall was their sixth starter at the point guard position last year alone.
Yeah, and he was a D-League call-up, Kevin. He did a pretty good job for him, though. 15 double-doubles through 54 games. I mean, I think he showed he's got a place in the league somewhere.
Bucks trail by 3. Here's Bayless. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Bayless has got his first basket.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Pass to Miller. James outside. Off the screen. Rebounded by the Bucks. First opportunity here in the preseason to go up against Cleveland.
Well, they
what a throwdown there. Man.
Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Sure has been. I mean, guys, momentum is hard to come by in this one. I mean, it seems like one team gets the lead and then the other one storms right back.
Yeah, and that is evidenced by the 8 lead changes we've seen so far.
Knocked loose. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Bayless. Here's Walters. Amundsen grabs the board. Amundsen's got his third rebound on the night. The drive by LeBron. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Boy, I tell you what, the D was way too soft right there, like Jell-O. You got to do better than that.
Clark, he's not the kind of guy you want to get in the way of.
No, exactly. I mean, he's a hard man to stop coming down the lane, but you've got to have good position before the play starts. How about that? Gets it off right in the face of the big fella. Quick release.
And operating on the perimeter like that negates some of the height disadvantage, too.
With 1 on the clock, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Boy, he just battled through that initial impact and somehow willed it in.
Excellent concentration. That's what you like to see.
90% from the line in the game, shooting 9 of 10. Free throw good, LeBron. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Cavaliers lead by 2. And
Coming up next Monday, October 20th.
And welcome back as our coverage continues of the NBA preseason. Here's Knight. Irving and Waiters, the guards. The 2 stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. And it's Thompson in at the center. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Cavaliers leading. James left side. And he goes right over Larry Sanders and slams it down.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Man, I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going. Man, great ball movement. They're just picking this defense apart with their passing.
Well, how about the 3 Ps, Steve? Purposeful, precise, passing. We love it, and so does this team because they're taking advantage of it.
Knight with it. Guarded now by Irving. Knight dishes to Sanders. Here's Walters. He's guarded by Waiters. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. They get it back. Larry Sanders again. Sanders has got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
Did you see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket?
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
In the corner, it's James. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Larry Sanders picks one up. After a 2012-13 season in which Larry Sanders received the 3rd most votes for most improved in the league, not to mention a 4-year, $44 million extension from the Bucks. Steve, a lot was expected last season.
Yeah, and unfortunately, a lot was not delivered. Injuries and various off-the-court issues kind of made it a season to forget for Sanders. So this year will be one of redemption. He needs to find that form from a couple of years ago.
Raiders against Knight. Irving for 3. And yes, sir, that one drops. Irving's got 29.
Well, they're in great position here, and it's thanks in large part to their three-point shooting.
You called that right. They are lighting it up from behind the arc this half. Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession.
And Sanders, tearing a ligament in his thumb during an off-the-court scuffle early in the season. It cost him 6 weeks. And he just put together his best game of the season when a stray elbow fractured his right orbital bone and put him out of commission once again. Tough break. Some of it self-inflicted, some of it bad luck.
Love grabs the board. Love's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Back to James. And it's Love penetrating. Thompson passes to Love. Over Sanders. And Thompson kicks to James. And off the left side of the rim. And it swirls in for him. And now a 7-point Cavalier lead.
And for Sanders, the injury's unfortunate. I think some of the off-the-court decision-making issues were even more of a concern for the Bucks. They've made him a big part of their future, and we're hoping they can rely on him moving forward.
Timeout called the Bucks. Well, last season, Tristan Thompson made the decision to change his shooting hand, Clark. He went from shooting with his left to now shooting with his right hand.
Yeah, I've not heard of anything quite like that before, but he improved his free throw shooting substantially as a result of the change, and he gets to the line fairly often, so I think that's a nice development. I love that young man's work ethic and what he brings to a team in terms of rebounding and physicality.
I think LeBron's going to like playing with him.
I agree.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over that last break. He gave his guys the green light to keep firing from downtown, telling them, listen, I like the work you're doing out there. Keep finding those gaps on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots.
Well, Thompson is ambidextrous. He throws a baseball right-handed, writes with his left, and you got to give him credit for taking a chance with a whole new method of shooting, and it's paying dividends.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Mayo dishing to Knight.
Yeah, he had tunnel vision on that pass. He was really focused on the target. Never did see the defender.
Wallace with it. Now Mayo defending. LeBron is doubled. He feeds it to Dellavedova. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Dellavedova's got the lead up to 10 now for the Cavs.
And Thompson prone to getting the shot blocked inside despite his length and athleticism. Being ambidextrous, you would think, look out, watch out now.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right. Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun. Boy, they've really dominated on the glass. And, of course, they've done a lot of good things here tonight, but the rebounds have played a major factor.
Hey, Steve, rebounding always one of the key barometers in determining the victor.
The drive by LeBron. Varejao trying to free himself up. James misses.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
They get the rebound. Shot by Mayo is no good.
I like the work there, contesting that shot that looked like it was going to be easy, but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic.
Here's Knight. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Nice pass. That one was right on target.
Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. James outside. Now Love inside and stolen by Ilyasova. Verejao against Mayo. Sanders with a screen on Verejao, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anderson Verejao. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Verejao. And Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Ilyasova can't hit. The Cavaliers leading by 10.
Nothing but success for them there.
And their confidence has to just continue to go up the longer their perfection continues.
Well, the Cavaliers largely underachieved last season. And a big part of that was constantly dealing with distractions the entire season, it seemed.
Yeah, it certainly appeared that way. It was always something with players fighting in-house or items getting leaked to the media and causing things to get stirred up. It's very hard when those distractions are circulating for you to be effective.
And with Cleveland, it was just a train of events that led to the bad environment between players getting into it with each other and saying they wanted out of Cleveland. Some players saying it was about their brand and nothing else. They did everything they could do to get things in order this summer and did a pretty good job at it.
On better footing now, for sure.
Passes to Love. Back to James. Now Love inside. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. 10 points for Love.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra. And for the Cavs, they needed to have a big change in culture, and they seemingly did that with bringing LeBron back into the fold and hiring Black. You can expect them to be solely focused on winning games this season.
Here's Irving. LeBron kicks to Love. Milwaukee with the rebound. Ilyasova's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And he continues to search for his rhythm. It's eluded him to this point. He has not been on his game, and you know, their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not helped the situation.
Out to Thompson. LeBron against Knight. Dishes to Love. Over Parker. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by LeBron. 12 points for Kevin Love. Knight passes to Sanders. Mayo against Waiters. Mayo dishing to Knight. To the wing on the left. Parker with no one around. Good on the three-point shot. Parker's got 13 points in the second half.
This guy knows how to get it done. He knows what he's doing out there. A nice job from the three-point line this half.
Here's Irving, and again it's Cleveland.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Mayo kicks to Sanders. That is good.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
The Cavaliers leading by 10. LeBron outside. Waiters on the wing. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Bucks have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. Irving against Knight. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Brandon Knight primarily was effective as a spot-up three-point shooter in his first couple of seasons in the league, but he's getting better at attacking the rim and drawing fouls. He's steadily increasing his attempts at the line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Thompson. Amundsen comes in for Kevin Love. Sean Marion is checked in for James. And Mike Miller subbed in for Dion Waiters. Lets it go from 14. Varejao can't hit. And Steve Brandon Knight working on change of speed going into last season. That helped him get inside and draw those fouls.
And you can see he spent time in the weight room, Kevin. He has that frame to carry extra muscle, and it's enabling him now to power through contact and get to the rim. He's getting a lot better.
4 on the clock. Parker with no one around. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, they've really won the battle of the boards in this one, Kevin.
It's Marion with the drive. Can't connect from short range. Bucks trail by 10. Parker passes to Knight. Here's Mayo. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Miller dishes to Irving from 13. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. And that's now 35 points for Kyrie Irving. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Knight kicks to Ilyasova. To the right side. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Maybe a low percentage pass, but it still nearly got through.
I like it, though. I mean, it's an aggressive play. Heads up defending to deflect it away.
Mayo into the lane. Tipped away. Irving kicks to Miller. And stolen by Knight. And yes, sir, that one drops.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense.
Clark, if they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Amen. I think that's the best option.
Irving kicks to Miller. Back to Irving. Verajao trying to free himself up. And Irving with the basket on the assist from Miller. Miller's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Knight. The kick out to Mayo. Sanders passes to Mayo. The Bucks working the ball around. And he gets it to go.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Knight against Irving. A minute 20 left to play in the final quarter. Goes up with a strike, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
Well, they continue to find the open man and play unselfishly. This is true team basketball we're seeing.
And Mike Miller gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. James checked in for Sean Marion. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Henson's checked in for Ilyasova.
Take a look at what Mayo's been doing. He has 17 points, and he's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
It shows you what an intelligent defender he can be on the ball. He really understands the game.
And he makes both free throws. 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, going through the motions as it appears. It'll be a nice win here for the Cavaliers.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, Steve, and in the end, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, Clark, and that's all part of the story.
That's right, Kevin. I mean, this was by no means a runaway that it might appear to have been. I mean, it was a scrappy performance all the way through.
Well, you look back at this one, and what an amazing performance this has been for LeBron. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone on his team on offense.
Here's Miller, and he makes good on the layup. And the Cavaliers lead by 12.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now, thanks to this spurt.
Just keep on firing, man. No reason to slow down now.
Knight kicks to Parker. And the Bucks miss again. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal.
No question about it. That would be all she wrote.
Milwaukee's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only 1 of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
And Cleveland can just...
Oh, my goodness.
What a huge play. Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
A very solid performance in a lot of areas for them.
And Amundsen with the block. LeBron drives in, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Cleveland Cavaliers, LeBron James.
That free throw, no good. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. And the second free throw, good. Here's Marshall. Off the mark. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. How much to be critical of with this win, Clark?
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
LeBron, though it's just a preseason home game, what is it like getting things going for a brand new season?
First of all, I want to give a shout out to all the fans, man. This is an unbelievable turnout for a preseason game, and it's good to be back. It's good to have our fans back, and they welcome us with open arms, but we don't have much time.